So we just went out for a drive to go take a look at some different properties. We're here in Zihuatanejo, and this is where we had the World Healing and Training Center. And now we're going to have trainings in Mexico, but we're just looking for a place to do it. Take a look at this. Look at how big this guy is. That guy there is about 2.5 feet. Okay. And then we've got, look at his tail. Look how big he is. Now, how about this one? Okay, come on. Let's see. See if we can get some focus here. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. What do you think of that guy? Okay. How about the other one? See the green one there? Okay, now take a look at this. Look at the little guy back there on the tree. Okay. And then we've got another one over on the sidewalk. There, look at that guy. What do you think of that, eh? Okay, and then we've got these two together. Okay, they're hanging out together. Oh wait, now there's two of them. Where's the other? The black guy, him. Go back to the tree. There's the littlest one, right? The littlest one hangs back, right? And then here's Big Daddy. This guy is huge. Look at that. Okay, take a look how long that tail is. Okay, that tail alone is about, I'm not kidding, that tail's about just over 2 feet. There's the tail. And then here's Big Daddy. Okay. Yeah, welcome to Mexico, everyone. And we're just out driving around. We were checking out properties, and yeah, we're thinking of maybe getting a place and living down here and not opening a clinic here, because we're going to be opening up a clinic in, here, one guy's on the move. He's on the move. We're thinking of opening a clinic. Let me see if I can get this bigger. Oh, look at, they're all together now. This guy wants to check out Lori. She's right behind me here with her camera. Right. Let me see there. See? Anyway, so yeah, we're going to get a place. We're looking around. We're not going to jump too quick. This will be a home for us down here. We're going to be living in Texas, looks like, Florida, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. What do you think of that? Yeah, I just love it. I mean, the world's our oyster. You know what? When you become a BraveHeart, okay, honestly, listen, when you become a BraveHeart and you don't have fear, and I don't have fear, and I'm not trying to be a smarty about it, but I don't. There's nothing that I fear on this planet, because I don't fear living and I don't fear dying. I just want to thrive every day. I don't survive. I don't try to strive. I thrive. And that's what you have to learn. And you can learn this. And this is what I teach. So it's a good thing I teach it, because if I didn't teach it, I probably wouldn't be it. So the thing is what you want to do is try to teach what you want to become, because if you teach what you try to become, you're definitely going to become it. Look at this. One sec. See if I don't know why I can't open it up. Let's see how well they like me. There we go. Okay, get a little closer. Okay, we've got 4 right here. Look, one on the back. You see the back tree over there? I'm trying to make it bigger. There we go, a little bit bigger. Don't go blurry on me. There. See the little guy? I've got this guy right here. Right? Okay, all right. Oh, but look at this guy here. He's kind of cool too. There's a little swamp back in there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. There's one up. Oh, there's 2 in the tree. Here, I'll try to get it. See the one right there on the tree? Well, come over here now. Watch. Right here. Can you see that big one right there? He's right in the tree right there, right in the middle. See the middle of the screen? Okay, I'll put him dead center in the screen. You can see his back. See that one up there?
The tree is loaded.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's one right there too. Look at that tree.
There's two of them in there.
Oh, no, wait a minute. There's another one over in this tree. See him? Right there, right in the center. Okay, and then we got Big Daddy. Let's see. Uh-oh. I don't want him to run. He's massive. He's huge. Let's see if this thing focuses. Get a little closer. Hey, buddy. I don't want him to whip me with the tail. It's a big tail. Yeah. Let's see if we can find any others. No, they all seem to be over here, eh, hon?
Yeah. Those are pretty green.
Yeah.
Little one down there too.
Yeah, right on the baby one. He's bright colored. But isn't that the way? Come on, focus. There we go. There you go. Let's come on over here. Oh, there's another one, the big one. Oh, look at this. There's two of them. Wow, this is like the craziest.
Look at those big ones up there.
I'm trying to get, look at this guy. One there.
4.
Okay, and there's one, wait now, one here. There's another one. And right behind him, you can't see, but there's another one through there. Let's go.
That's 1, 2.
How about this guy over here?
5.
Let me just climb up here. There he is. Look at this guy. How about that guy? Look how big he is.
6 right here.
Uh-huh. Oh, and then there's another one climbing over there. And then you can see, you probably can't see him. See his tail? See that thing swinging in the middle of the camera? Look at this. That's his tail. Oh, look, there's one coming across. Oh, look, there's two back there. Oh, look at 3 of them. Okay, here, hold on. Well, we're definitely not going to look to build a place right here, that's for sure. That'd be a little crazy. What do you think? Oh, and they've got a big guy over there, honey. Anyways, yeah, we're just scooting around. We're going to go check out another. We're going to go check, what? 6. We're going to go check out another road. We want to get a place that we can see the beach up high. Really beautiful view. Maybe be able to catch either the sunrise or the sunset or catch both of it. So we're not going to be in a hurry. That right place will come. You know, you got to hold on to your dreams, okay? You got to hold on to your dreams, and then you got to be patient. You got to be patient. How many times did you want something and it excited you, it made you nervous, and then you went, oh my God, it's just not going to come? Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. We can't see around corners, and understand something. That which we call source knows the right time and the right place to deliver. So when we come here this time, we may not find our place, but we've definitely sowed a lot of seeds with different real estate people, friends that we know who own restaurants down here. So we'll find a place, because understand something. I set up in Texas. They're not gonna let the BS come in so easy. I'm living there. I'll be living in Florida. Okay. I might be doing something with Jim Gale, which is Food Forest Abundance. We might be teaming up and doing something. I'll be talking to him on Wednesday. So we could be doing something in Florida, something in Texas, and we're definitely in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, and we're setting our university up. Its main office will be in Puerto Rico, and it's for many reasons, you know. See, you have to understand, these psychos, they will strategize. They will come together even though they don't like each other and strategize. And they teach us to not come together and not like each other, you know. Remember, you know, if it's not the blacks, it's the East Indians, it's the Chinese. I mean, who are we going to hate today? Look at this guy. He's standing off with me. Look at this. Okay, here. He's looking right at. He was looking right at me. What do you think, big fella? Oh, it wasn't looking at me. How arrogant of me. He was catching the sun. There you go. And then this guy, he's real close. Look at this. This one here is 1, 2, 3 feet. I'm not kidding, not making it up. He's 3 feet. This guy here, I'd say they're almost the same, eh? No, this guy's bigger though. He's older. Yeah, he's bigger. He's got to be 1, 2, 3. He's 3.5 feet. I know it doesn't look like it, but if I were to stretch him out, he's 3.5 feet. Now down in here, believe it or not, there are alligators. They're not that big. They're only like 3 feet. Okay, so they're down in here. Now, one year when we had the World Healing and Training Center at Extapa Palace, which I just saw online that they're trying to sell it. Now that was a hell of a ride, let me tell you. Yeah. When you hook your wagon up to the wrong people, let me tell you something. It can take you down. And I'll tell you something. That was probably one of the greatest trainings for me, emotionally and physically, to be able to pull that off when I was here. But yeah, you hook your wagon up to the wrong type of people. People that do things for money or power, or, you know, they try to do shortcuts. Oh yeah, that, you know, trust me, a lot of people came to Extapa Palace, which was the World Healing and Training over the last couple of years, and they had really good experiences. But we had to do everything we could to keep the insanity down, let me tell you. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, we really love this part of Mexico. We were thinking about maybe checking out other parts, but we really just love it here. There's an island that you go, a stop island where you can go over snorkeling. It's a boat ride, about 5 minutes. And anyways, just where you catch the boats, where you park your car, they've got like 12 to 15 foot alligators, don't they, honey? 50, yeah. And there was a real big storm here about 3 years ago, and it flooded everything. And there was actually alligators in the pool at Extapa Palace. And there was huge ones walking through the middle of town, okay? But they got them all back there. Anyways, you know, it's, yeah, I love it. I love it. I love what I do, and that's what you got to do. You got to find your passion. You got to find your purpose, and no matter what they try to tell you or what they try to sell you, okay, you can be successful anytime in your life. There's, the Great Depression. There was a lot of people that believed that they could be abundant, and they were. And then in the Great Depression, a lot of people thought they were going to lose everything, and they did. Okay? So, the thing that I'm trying to do right now, as you can tell with my postings, is I'm just trying to tell everyone they're going to come at us again. Okay? Well, look at what they did last time. They told us to put a diaper on, and we just did it. Okay? And almost everything they told us to do. And understand something. I'm going to post something here in about an hour to show you that none of these were laws. That's right. All this dumb ass stuff that the majority of the population did, none of it was laws. Okay? They were just rules. They were bylaws. Okay? The only reason why they got away with it is because most people are a bunch of dumbasses. And you can say, Dr. Wolf, you're not very nice. Well, the reality is that, guess what? If you don't want to do your research or stand up for yourself, you got little or no self-value, then you'll put a diaper on your face. You'll do the V, okay? You'll lock yourself in your home. And then guess what? Most people, it's so easy to make them go into depression. Why? Because there is no such thing as depression. There's only such thing as anxiety. That's right. Think about the people in your family that are kind of psycho, that are kind of stressed out, that are always on their guard, They're telling the same story over and over again. And what is that story? Well, they tell themselves a horror story. Okay, I don't tell myself horror stories. Okay, and I don't care who it is. Somebody who thinks they're an authority over me, I just go, I yawn. You know, there's nobody has authority over you on this planet. And understand that. And they're not after people like me. It would be way too hard to hog tie me, okay? All right? And then to stuff something up my butt. Let me tell you something. All right? They're after the low-hanging fruit. They're after the people that actually believe if I give away all my rights, there'll be no fights. And guess what? I can get right back to living a normal life. Well, no, as you've seen, you know, we gave up our rights, most people, the last time around. And, you know, some people are going to, you know, more people should be putting up a bit of a, you know, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to fight. I'm just not going to do what they do. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to ignore them. I can't hear them. Do you understand? That's what you do. It's about this. It's about the happiness. It's about the joy. So can you keep a slight smile on your face when they start doing the whole dictatorship thing within another 4 to 6 weeks? They're going to come on really strong. Okay? And I trust me, I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. It's all about timing. It's all about timing. And it was time to do it. Okay? All right? And they're going to do it. And this is their last big kick at the can. You got to remember that they've been planning this for 250 years or more. And you can believe it or not believe it. But the actual forefathers of these psychos started this plan. And they've worked their way up to this point. Okay? Because everybody's so prime. You think about it. We've got like 90% of the population is pre-diabetic. We got 30% of children now have inflamed livers. We got 20% of children being pre-diabetic. Okay, we've got 60% of the population having heart disease, and a lot of them not making it and stroking out. Okay, and then we have 1 out of every 2 people to maybe it's almost 60% as well, because every year it shifts back from heart disease to cancer. So about 60% of the population gets cancer. And then guess what? Nobody really realizes this, but guess what? You get cancer because the C stands for corruption, contamination, and conflict. And most of that is done in here, okay? And the reality is I don't believe that there is cancer. Like they say that cancer metastasized from this organ to that organ. I don't believe in that. I believe that it's just inflammation, and it's inflammation from terrorizing information, because you keep on telling the same story and you keep on eating the same inflammatory foods. If you don't change your life, you can work really hard and get rid of a disease. It's only going to come back if you didn't change your personality. But the reality is this. Think about it. 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease. That means self-poisoning, attacking oneself. And that's not going to stop anytime. Have you been to the mall? Have you seen what people eat? Have you seen what's in people's grocery carts? Okay, there's a corner store on every corner, and they all seem to be doing okay. There's vape shops, okay? The liquor stores are just doing wonderful, okay? And then you've got the government working for an internal government pretending that they're here to help you. So that's the deal. So I mind my own business. You know, I look at things and I go, well, welcome to planet Earth, a life-threatening, fun-filled adventure. And I just look at the way things are, and it doesn't disturb me, okay? And you better get that. The reality is the difference between me and the majority of the population is I look at it as an adventure, as a game. I look at it as that the world isn't going to change. The world's not going to change, and I'm talking about the majority of the population, aren't going to change in my lifetime. There can be some things that really happening. There's a lot of people waiting for their savior to come, whether it be invisible or whether it be physical or whether it be a politician or whether it be a lover or a husband or a wife. And all of that is really quite ridiculous, because the only one that's ever going to save you will be yourself. And you got to do that at every given moment. Have you practiced that? How much of today did you feel fear, anxiety, depression? And understand something, there is no depression. Depression's caused from anxiety. And the reality is you've got to look at your brain as a computer. And the more you stress yourself out, the more you heat up your brain. How many people know that 20% of all your energy goes to function on your brain? And when you have anxiety, are you ready for this? You ramp it up to 50%. So that would deplete anybody and exhaust anyone. But when you ramp your brain up and you inflame it, it has to shut down like any computer. So when it shuts down, you go to the doctor and you go, "Doctor, I'm depressed." And he goes, "Why?" "I don't know." Well, because you're not really depressed. You just kept telling the same horror story over and over again. They're coming for our children. They're coming for us. It's the end of the world as we know it. You know, I would really like for people not to get on here and post things, the doom and the gloom. Did you ever notice something? That if everything happened that was supposed to happen, the world would have ended every day, or at least every month or every year. I mean, when I was being raised, my father actually built a cement bunker. And he was a carpenter, a born-again Christian pastor part-time, but he built a cement bunker, you know? Trust me, I know, because I used to go down and steal the suckers. So, but the reality is we all got sucker punched because we all maybe don't realize this, but we're eating 100 times more sugar today than we were in 1900. So that is adults and children, because believe it or not, adults that drink wine and alcohol and beer, they don't realize that they're drinking the worst sugar in the world, which is alcohol. How many drinks should you have each day to stay really healthy? None. None. That's a farce. That's a bunch of BS. Okay? So don't think that drinking, and we do know that it's made really cool all around the world now, that if you're a wine drinker, you know, that's pretty nouveau, and you're a cool alcoholic. And understand, if you have one drink a day, you're an alcoholic. And that's the God's truth. And the reality is this. I get it. People need to do prescription drugs. They need to toke. They need to do alcohol because they've got to change their personality because they're just not good enough. But the reality is they don't even know that their personality is not even who they really are. Because you'll know who you really are when your prominent and dominant beliefs in your subconscious are based on, when your prominent and dominant beliefs are based on unconditional love and care for yourself. That's the only time, okay, that you truly are going to be able to play the game down here. And let's make this really clear. If you're the type of person that has to diet all the time, then understand you're going to be sick for the rest of your life. Because nobody should be doing a diet. You should be doing a live it. And understand this. If you're the type of person that needs to drink alcohol or have a toke to relax or to have fun, then you're not your authentic self and you are so far off of it. And I'm not trying to pick on you. Everything I do to stir things up inside just to think about things. Because now you're not going to like this, but I don't believe that there is any bad people. I believe that people have bad beliefs. If you had intelligent beliefs, what would you be? If you had beliefs that you knew that you could be abundant no matter what the economy does, I guarantee you will be. But you have to really believe that. And guess what? You got to fake it till you make it. And that's what that means. I got to fake it till I make it. Yeah, but I don't want to lie. Oh, bullshit. You lie to yourself all day. You lie to yourself when you say you're not pretty enough, strong enough, when you're not smart enough, when the world doesn't go the way you want it to. You keep on telling these stories. You keep on telling yourself that there's not enough of this and not enough of that, and nobody loves me, nobody cares for me, and nobody's going to. That was the whole key, you know. You ever notice something with politicians? They'll come out and they could be lying their butt off, the biggest BS story, and all they've got to do is stay calm, have a slight smile, and never react even when somebody says, you're lying, you're lying. All they got to do is just sit back and wait for that person to lose their crap, and then who looks smart, who looks dumb. And they could have lied the whole time while they're doing it all the time. And that's the deal. So the reality is this. If you do not react, you won't be attacking yourself or the other person. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to lose it. Well, what do you think's coming in 6 weeks? They want everybody to lose their shit, right? Okay? And then guess what? Then you're going to drink more. You're going to do more drugs. Okay? You're not going to eat correctly. You're not going to look after yourself. You're not going to do your exercises. And guess what it means? that means that you're not going to be in alignment. And if you're not in alignment, then you're not at ease, are you? And if you're not at ease, that means you're going to get a disease. And the whole time, your body's going to be sending you loving messages, but you're not going to listen, because anybody that has anxiety, they're not in the present moment. They're not in their conscious mind. They're just running a bloody program from back here. But understand something. I run all my programs from back here. The population. The majority of the population is only in the present moment, 2% of the day. What kind of change can you make? I'm going to tell you, if you were to take my whole life coach course, I'll guarantee you by the third day, you'll find your authentic self. You'll crack the coconut from the inside out. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to go spend money, give me money, come to my course. Go into my library if you want, it's for free, and go do the BraveHeart online emotional intelligence masterclass. Go do that. That's a 30-day course. And most people would never, ever spend $4,500 to go in and just change their personality, change their life to become more abundant on all levels. Most people aren't worth it. And understand something. Think about what you would do for your family, for your friends, but what would you do for you? Understand, you can't give what you're not. And until you unconditionally love yourself, you'll never have that for your family or your friends. You'll have conditional love where, you know, you're looking to get something, and that's why you're doing something. And I'll tell you something, I'm not looking to get anything. And you can say, well, that's BS, Daryl. No, it's not. I don't need anybody to give me anything. I'm going to tell you right now that where I sit right now in my life, I don't have to keep going. I don't have to travel the world, do free lectures, do these courses, spend all this money and make this BraveHeart Nation app. So why is he doing it? Daryl wants to feed his ego? No. What if we could change the world even just 1% together as a BraveHeart Nation? And what if, because that 1% is enough to create a domino effect. So, you know, what else should I do? Should I retire, just buy a place and go golfing, go swimming? What should we do, honey? Or should we just take on the greatest adventure of a lifetime and see if we can teach as many people to unconditionally love themselves? Not love us. I don't need that. Love themselves. Because as soon as you unconditionally love yourself, you won't wear a diaper. You won't do the V. You won't get the C, either C. You won't get the COVID C. You won't get the big C, cancer. You won't get it. And I'm telling you, I will never have cancer. I will never be sick with any disease. It's impossible. I'm a light energy, electrical, magnetic being. And you're going to go, that's BS. People get sick everywhere. No, they don't. Thank you. No, they don't. I'll tell you, do you want to know? 1 out of 10,000 people do not get sick at all. Only 1 out of 10,000. But then understand something. How many people do you know, okay, have unconditional love for themselves, okay, that they actually are going to feed themselves properly? And don't tell me that, you know, most of the people that are on here, trust me, they're doing the best they can, but they compromise themselves for their family, their friends, get-togethers. They walk on eggshells with their family. They don't say what they need to say. They don't know how to hold the line, okay? Why? Because most people are losing their shit. And you just can't tell the truth. So we hide things, don't we? We hide the lie, the great lie. Yeah. Why would that change? Why would that change? Unless we have enough people wanting to change themselves, how would that change anybody else? You know, I just love all these people, especially, you know, there's so many people that will do nonprofits, okay? I'm not saying they don't do any good, but most of them don't. They fail. The reality is this, we got to stop having a poverty mind and keep looking to give people things. No, we should be teaching people that they are everything. If you taught people that they are everything, they will go after everything. As long as they feel they're nothing and you keep giving them everything, that's what the government wants everyone to do. Okay? So let's have nothing. Okay? Let's have nothing. That's what's going to happen here. Well, I'm going after everything. Let me tell you something. I have the greatest gratitude for everything I have, but it's never going to be enough. I'm always going to want more for myself, Okay, I'm not talking about materialistic, so you missed that. It's not that. I'm always going to want more for myself. You know, I turned 67, and you watch what I do in 1 year. When I'm not addicted to toking, smoking, drinking, sugar, okay, seed oils, inflammatory foods, inflammatory people, inflammatory habits, inflammatory entertainment. You watch what I get done. And understand something. All you ever wanted to be was a BraveHeart hero. All you ever wanted to do was to make a difference. Well, you can't make a difference until you make a difference with yourself and you unconditionally love yourself and you tell everybody to just jump off a cliff that tries to judge you. Now, if you think that you get judged, you should sit in my shorts. I'm serious. Nobody gets away with talking like this, doing these things. Okay, people will come and attack me. And the reality is this. Is guess what? Love them anyway. Okay, I'm not expecting anyone to change, but I'm expecting 10,000 people that I talk to and understand something, whether you want to believe it. We're reaching millions of people all around the world, in every country, aren't we, honey? Uh-huh. Oh yeah, and we are hitting tens of thousands of people in almost every country in the world now. Oh yeah, China, Japan, everywhere. We are reaching around the world, and guess what? That's exciting. And that's all I needed to know to make me want to keep going, okay? But you're going to have to understand something. It's going to have to come deep within your heart. It's called the God spot, okay? All right? Do it for yourself and do it for the source that created everything in the universe. Give that a shot, okay? All right? I'm starting a sale with the ionic calcium sale. That starts tomorrow. And what anybody purchases, I can't remember if it, I think it's, I can't remember, so I won't say. But a percentage of what you purchase will go towards any Doctor Detox products. I'm also going to be leaving here, and I'm going to be going to cut the ribbon of the new Doctor Detox clinic in West Kelowna. And I'll be doing a lecture on the 22nd at the Royal Anne Hotel. It's free to everyone. If you want to come at 6, I'm doing a meet and greet from 6 to 7. And then from 7 till 9, I'm going to be doing a lecture where I'm going to be answering people's questions, trying to help them out. And then the next day, people will be coming to the clinic, and I'll be answering questions all day and just showing them how the Cellsonic machine works, non-surgical, the Perfect Day Consult, how the cardio med bed can actually reverse a 92% blockage in the heart, how the Cellsonic will shut down stage 4 inflammation. And there was a gentleman on here the other day, and I said that I did not believe in cancer, and I don't believe in cancer because I don't believe that cancer metastasizes. We have cancer cells in our body our whole life. Now, it's actually inflammation, everyone. Does anybody know that when you go to get tested to see if you have cancer, what are they testing? They're testing the degree of inflammation. And what do they usually do? They use radiated sugar. So the reality is the radiated sugar, the sugar will go into the cancer cells, take the radiation. And guess what? Those two things will actually light up the cancer cells. But do you know what? It'll take a cancer cell that has stage 2 inflammation. It'll take it to stage 4. So now it just made it double worse. And you thought you had it. The craziest thing, the thing that they test you for to see if you have stage 4 inflammation, they call it cancer, actually brings you up 1 to 2 stages when you do it. And if you're stressed out when you go to do it, you're dumping adrenaline. So that even lights up these inflamed cells even more. The whole thing is, as far as I'm concerned, it's the greatest scam in the world. And that's probably the only thing I can really get in big trouble with. And that's because cancer makes more money than anything else. I don't know, maybe the V has outshot it by now. But that's the big one. That's the big one, you know. It truly is. And I will tell you this much, that what they call cancer, which is a death sentence, we see miracles happen all the time because all you have to do is restore what's missing from the cells. Remember something. What I'll do tomorrow is I'll get on here and I'll explain the whole domino effect, okay, from a healthy body all the way to stage 4 inflammation. Because I had a gentleman here, and he was a little upset with me because I said cancer doesn't exist. And he said, then why did my brother die of it? Why did my sister-in-law die of it? Why did my niece die of it then? Well, I wasn't trying to disrespect him, but tomorrow I'm going to come on, and that's going to be my one a day. And then go ahead, challenge me. And if you want, I don't mind. How about the next day we'll have somebody who believes that I don't know what I'm talking about, and we'll both come on, and they'll come on my Zoom, and we'll go live on all my channels. I don't mind being challenged. I'm not going to go to war with anyone, any country, or anybody. I'm not going to fight anybody. But I don't mind being challenged on my theories. Okay? Because guess what? Anybody that's a patient or a client, we have to respect them in all their questions. Tell me that we haven't been programmed. Why should anybody believe me? I'm probably just giving them a line of BS, which is, guess what, a new belief system. And understand, when you get a new belief system, that tears down the paradigm that all your family have died sometimes needlessly. Nobody wants to hear that stuff, do they? Well, why don't we just try to end it right now? Why don't we try to end that story? Why don't we try to end a lot of these stories that they give us? Remember something, it's called history. It's his story. Whoever wins the war gets to retell the story. That's why all the heroes that you studied in school were actually zeros. They were either rapists or they murdered people. And what do we end up? We hear about them in school. Like Columbus, right? Okay, he had Thanksgiving with the Indians. Yeah, he did. He ate them. Let me tell you something. All the stories have been changed, okay, by the storytellers. And understand this, if you tell a story long enough and strong enough, everybody's going to believe it, right? Oh, what didn't you notice the last 3 years? Why don't you take a look at the next 3 years, okay? And when that's all happening, I'm not going to run away. People go, well, what'd you do, run away to Mexico? No, I didn't run away to anything, okay? I didn't run away from something. I ran towards something called love, called life. So is it okay with you if I hang out in Florida and Texas and Mexico and I feel a sense of freedom so I can have enough energy to get on here and roar some more? Because that's what I'm going to do. Have the best day of your life.